Hi everybody, which our group members consist of first ABDULRAHMAN Mohamed Omer ABBAQ, and then RAHAYU PUTRI SISWATI, MD FAHAD TANVIR, MOHAMMAD RAZIQ FAKHRULLAH, Naura Fortuna MUSHOLLIN, REISTYA AULIA FADLI, and the last is WONG. In this video, the subject we have mentioned will focus on some of the key components that related to the ecosystem of the scientific thinking. It will present a discussion on the current technology issue, which is ESPORT.
Esports is a general term used to describe video game competitions. Much like athletic sporting events, esports games are often played before live audiences and may be broadcasted over the internet as well. Esports dates back to the 1980s when gaming tournaments took place in arcades. An esports match is performed much like an athletic sporting event. Players must follow certain rules and the referee officiates the games. Sportcasters typically communicate the game, explaining what is happening in real time. While esport games may be narrated by a single commentator, most large events are presented by two or more communicators at once.
For the next part, I will present about the relation between man and religion in esport. Esport technology with a long playing time in a day impact to the relation between man and his religion. When the users of esport do not set the limit of the range time or frequency to play the games, it makes they do not have a time to pray. The unstable emotions caused by the stress also makes they cannot focus to give attention to their religion activity. I will explain by religion perspective. In Islam, in the one or verses of Quran, explain that in fact all humans are in a state of loss unless he is one of those who always do good deeds, advising one another in truth and patience. It means Islam always encourages people to do something useful or to not doing something outrageously. In Christian religions, it is notified that pay close attention to how you live. Do not be a fool, but like a wise person, and take advantage of the time, because the days are evil. It means Christians also recommend people to be wiser in all things, always set a limit and purpose in doing everything.
So for the importance of value system and ethics in esport, according to Ingo Verbos, a professor at the German Sports University in Cologne, that amateur and professional esport gamers play on average 24 until 25 hours per week. The stress hormone cortisol rises for a huge concentration while the players are playing the game. This physical stress is mainly due to the high levels of concentration, rapid coordination, and the reactions demanded by the game. It makes an unstable emotion and thinking, which makes us unable to study or interact with other people. Even several games have a negative content which potentially give a bad doctrine to underage player. In gaming world, there are several games have inappropriate content which really disturbing mind and causes a bad effect to underage players. There are violence, sexual, thief, and even murder content in several games, such as Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, and The Sims, and etc. Sometimes parents do not have time to control all things what their children do, and sometimes the children do not know what they are doing. It is one of the problems in gaming or esport world that need to be anticipated. But we also have to understand that not all bad games that I choose as an example are games played in esports competitions, but some games are also related or have a bad impact to the players. That's why a good value and ethics is important in this issue. And now we will discuss what is the role of value system and ethics. We need a value system as an indicators to determine the limit for the game player to maintain their normal lifestyle. Ethics also take a role as the support system for the people who has worked as e-sport player to avoid the bad impact of it. Ethics are also able to avoid a smartphone addiction for children so they still can study or manage their life better in terms of self-discipline.
A lot of people consider gaming as one of their hobbies. And since the pandemic, people are forced to stay at home. As a result, more people decided to take up gaming as their thing to do in leisure time. Getting into esports has its advantages as well. It helps to improve motoric skills. When playing games, not only is the brain working, but the eyes and hands also need to keep up with the pace to accomplish the tasks of the game. It also helps on improving the social and teamwork skills. Everyone can connect and socialize in the game, especially in games that are team-based. In those games, people tend to work together as a team in order to win, thus raising the teamwork skills in everybody. Gaming also helps in releasing stress. When you do something that you enjoy, it helps you to release stress and overcome those stress by taking it to a virtual world. Gamers usually escape their stressful days by focusing in the game until they are no longer worried about their day going bad. Gaming is now a way to make money. People can take part in esports tournaments, which has huge winning prize. Not only that, by streaming their plays online, gamers can earn a few easy bucks. When in game, the player is required to make many decisions on the spot, which determines the fate of his survival in the game. They need to come up with strategies which needs to be executed in order to win. This is a very important skill to master, not only in games but in real life as well. Thus, gaming helps to improve decision-making skills too. As I mentioned above about the esports gaming tournaments consisting of huge prize money, the reason they can afford that huge amount is because these tournaments are viewed by millions of people, not only live in the arena, but through online as well. Some famous esports tournaments are Dota 2 The International, League of Legends World Championship, Fortnite World Cup Champion, and EVO Championship Series.
In recent years, esports have become one of the latest and the fastest growing career, powered by the increasing number of video games and online streaming technology. This rising profession has certainly introduced various perspectives towards the aspect of human scientific thinking. For instance, the relationship between humans and religion, importance of value systems and ethics, as well as the role of science in life. From these points of view, we can conclude that eSport has influential impacts on every aspect of our lives, either positive or negative. Therefore, we should make use of free will to balance our lives between the advantages brought by the advanced technology and our spiritual, physical, and emotional needs. By doing so, we can enjoy the convenience provided by technological products while keeping our well-being in healthy condition of mentality, physical body, emotion, and